Hi there, I'm meteorologist Chris Larson in the Storm Watch Weather Center. If you've watched our forecast the last couple of days, you know that we're going to be mild and dry as we go into the weekend. But if you've been watching, you've also seen that they're continuing to recover on the East Coast from a major winter storm last weekend, and they're likely going to be seeing another one developing, or they are going to be seeing another one developing on Friday and into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So let's go ahead and take a look at temperatures. These are as of Thursday night at around 10:30. Single digits in Minneapolis, 9 in Chicago, 27 Charlotte, North Carolina, just 15 in New York. And I show you this to kind of give you the idea that that cold air is already in place. And as you take a look at our nor'easter shaping up for the weekend, it will show you that we've got reinforcing shots of cold air dropping out of Canada and coming down into the deep south. So cold air is already in place. They get more cold air, and as an area of low pressure develops off the coast of the Carolinas, that is going to drive snow across portions of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and West Virginia. So it is going to be a mess once again this weekend. Now the good news, it looks like the New England area from Boston and then south to New York City and Washington, D.C. may catch a break. There's still a lot to be answered with this. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in terms of winter storm warnings. These are either warnings, advisories, or watches. And again, you can see there it covers all of the Carolinas, portions of Tennessee, portions of Virginia, and Kentucky. But we're looking at some pretty nasty conditions developing here. So this will take us into Friday morning at 11 a.m. And what I'll point to is looking off the coast of the Carolinas as a surface area of low pressure develops and spins up, and that will begin to drive the snow. So by Saturday morning at 3 a.m., you're looking at widespread snow from the mountains of North Carolina to the Outer Banks. You've got snow in upstate South Carolina, and as you work your way through the day on Saturday, that low is going to deepen and strengthen, and it's going to be a prolonged period of cold and fluffy snow over the Carolinas, portions of southern Virginia, back in Tennessee, and back into the mountains of North Carolina. And then this system will continue to roll away, but we still have some heavy snow along the Carolina coastline, anywhere from Charleston, South Carolina, up to Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, and along the Outer Banks. And you can see right here, 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, it kind of becomes a double barrel low. There are two centers of low pressure there kind of rotating around. Now, the more favorable path with this, and this is the GFS, and a lot could change over the next 24 hours, but it looks like it stays a little further out to the east, and that means it's going to be a brush by for Washington, D.C., New York, and the Boston area, and then it kind of continues to roll up to the north. So that northeast corridor from D.C. to Boston may be spared this time, but there's going to be a lot of snow coming down in the Carolinas. And Charlotte sees very little snowfall. They've gone months and months and months without snow, and right now they've got another one coming in for this weekend. Last weekend they saw snow, sleet, and freezing rain across the Carolinas. Some mountain locations up to 11 inches of snow, and these are estimates, but from Charlotte to Raleigh, North Carolina, the state capital, you could see anywhere from, I would say, 6 to 12 inches of snow. And you look down across the South Carolina coastline to Charleston, South Carolina, where snow is very rare. They could pick up anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of snow, and then you work your way up to the northeast, and again, it looks like things are going to be on the quieter side as it stands right now. So we'll keep watching that forecast, though. But folks from Philadelphia to New York and Boston may be catching a little bit of a break. Boston up into New England, a little bit more snow. And we just stay dry here out west. We don't have anything on the 7-day forecast, with maybe a hint towards a more active weather pattern once again as we go into the first couple of weeks of February. Hope you have a great day. This is your nor'easter update. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. See you again soon.